Yo, what's up everybody, it's Victon here with my final update for the Skeleton Mage Necromancer for 3.17 Arch Nemesis League. I'm going to go over everything you need to know to take your build to the very max, all the while showing you guys a full run of all the Shaper Guardians, plus the Formed Invitation, and then go over the Conquerors, Cyrus, and the Elder Slayer Invitation. You're also going to get to see what general mapping looks like as I make my way to the bosses. It's going to be a fully unheaded run, so you're going to even get to see my dumbass die a couple times like a nub. It's still one of the tankiest builds I ever have played though, but when it's 3 AM in the morning or running pretty scary maps and watching Netflix, you're bound to die once or twice. But the good news is, it's still very rare even in those situations. This is honestly what I judge all of my builds against now as far as survivability. Because this is so tanky as well as having so much damage, it's really hard to beat. And once you go Skelly Mage, you're never going to go back, at least until they nerf it. Every other build is going to feel like poo-poo, so I guess that's a good con of the build. Now in this video, basically what I give you guys is an idea of the bossing and mapping, how that feels like at the tippity top of Skeleton Mage build, and long story short, the damage is actually insane. More so than you might even think too. I'm killing Cyrus last phase in only a couple seconds, and that's without Vol Summon Skeletons. When you do have Vol Summon Skeletons up, you're almost doubling your DPS, and you're going to see me kill these Guardian bosses in under 1 second. It's actually to the point where they almost instantly die. At this point, I'd say I've put in about 150 to 200 exalts in the build, and I'm doing about 25 million DPS without Vol Skellies, and when it does have Vol Skellies, we're going to shoot up to 39 million DPS. There's actually one thing that I still can do to squeeze out another 2.5 million DPS, but it costs about 50x, and I don't think I really need that extra damage. I have more than enough for all the content in the game now, so it's just not really worth it, at least to me, but I'm still going to cover it when I go over the POB updates. So let's just hop right into it and go over the POB updates. We're now going to be going with 2 large clusters instead of 1. This is going to get us from about 17 million DPS up to 25 million DPS. I also rolled a 3 skill point passive 160% minion damage Elegant Hubris, which is pretty solid. It took me about 3 exalts worth of divine, so honestly not too bad to hit that. And lastly, I've added a small cluster with Second Skin for more attack and spell block chance. With this, I can reach 74-75% block chance, and it has saved me points so I can spend them elsewhere in the tree. It also helps me get my armor up even higher to about 60k. That also brings my effective hit taken up to 61k, which is very tanky. Basically anything over 50k is what you're looking for and is very good. So we're sitting pretty solid here with such high armor and block chance. Even with my 32-year-old old man reflexes, I can handle pretty much anything the game throws at me at this point. Now, nothing crazy has changed here, except for the crazy fact that I no longer use Enduring Cry or a Life Flask. I'm psycho, I guess, but I still rarely die, so it's not too big of a deal for me. You could easily drop a Movement Speed Flask for a Life Flask and then really never die. But personally, I die so rarely that it's not worth it. We also are going to be adding in Skitterbots, and we dropped Aspect of the Spider, another way that we're pushing DPS even higher. Lastly, we've added in Vol Haste to the build to push the DPS even more on boss fights. This actually helps a ton when you're doing the Simulacrum bosses at wave 28+. You can kill them really fast if you hold your Vol Haste until they show up. Pretty solid also for getting faster early clears too and getting those consistent 6 stacks. And that's really it. As far as the new items I have, no major changes here. I did get a few new pieces though to fit in everything with the new setup, making sure to stay at good life and maintain that 75% chaos res, which is also very important. Take a look at the POB if you're curious about any specific upgrades I got, but the biggest ones I did get were the Zealotry Effect Wand, and the second biggest one was the +2 duration body armor. Also, pro tip here is it's much more cost effective to get the +2 duration chest and an anomalous spell echo than going straight into the single awakened spell echo. Honestly, awakened spell echo should be your second to last upgrade, with a 3 Slumlord passive minion damage Elegant Hubris probably being the very last upgrade, as those are quite expensive. Yeah, that is all the changes that I have made so far, and at this point I would say that the build is finished, at least for my liking. I literally delete all the content in the game and am very tanky as well, which are the 2 things that of course I always try to achieve. I really couldn't ask for more in a build. Honestly, that's why it's been hard making other builds this league, because every time I try a different build, it just never comes close to this Skelly Mage build and makes it feel like poop, even though it might actually not be poop. One thing I will say here to close this out though is I absolutely cannot see Skelly Mages dodging another nerf wave next league, so play it while you can. And in the meantime, my goal for next league is to find out what the next best or next two best builds are for minions, so we're going to have backups going into next league when they finally nerf our beloved Skelly Mages. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts though on what y'all think is the current number 2 and number 3 minion builds out there right now. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's all I got for this one, guys. I think it really nicely wraps up the build for me this league, so I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the run here, and I hope you guys do stick around, check out those crazy fast boss kills. I would ask, though, if you guys did like this video, or you liked the build in general this league, smash that like button, and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Lots of content just like this every single league. Also, if you feel like supporting the channel, head on over to my Patreon, where you get access to my community Discord, where I do personal build reviews all the time for people, and in general, we have a great community of folks just like you, wanting to chat about builds all day, every day. I hope you guys had a blast with this build, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Resist my entropy. Life is so brittle. Feel a riveting
crucible that stretches the sanity of the mind.
When I'm ready, and not before.
rage. Only knows the amount of my might. A battle for the ages with exotic rewards to match.
Welcome. Time has no meaning here. Your pain will
This one will not struggle or strangle.
be the end of the cycle of madness. I need more mana.
A contest of wills and power. Wonderful. Struggle or strangle. Temporal struggle or strangle. Sweet, sweet treat.
I've killed countless thousands, not one more.
A contest of wills and power. Mortal flesh is so spammable.
When I'm ready and not before.
now.
That was a hunt you will not soon forget. You're welcome. Goodbye.
want the Atlas. Take it. It's yours. But Orith, I will burn to the ground. Perhaps the suffering of my fellow citizens will finally stir someone. What's this? A real challenge. You finally caught my attention.
Fury of the cosmos, be utterly annihilated.
The others found strength in their projections. They became reliant on them. I am not so foolish.
Why run? What's the point? You are nothing. Be utterly annihilated. Rain of stars, glorious flames.
Interesting enough to warrant all this pain. Die.
Why run? What's the point? Rain of stars, creation itself. Why resist? Rain of stars, glorious flames. Pointless. Creation itself. Fury of the cosmos. Pointless. Glorious flames! Fury of the cosmos! Pointless! Be utterly annihilated! Fury of the cosmos!
I need more mana.
Everlasting fire!
Repeat my challenge. Gather more combatants.
When I'm ready, and not before.